So what we have to eliminate are the bad fats and the good fats. Now, the best thing about fats, the most exciting thing about fats, is that guess what it is? It's anti-inflammatory. So what game does it play? The good game, right? Not the bad side, but the good side. It's anti-inflammatory. So if we were playing a game of no fats at all, and it wasn't promoting anti-inflammatory, what game was no fats actually driving? Which pathway? It was actually promoting this. And doesn't our stats reflect that? So it's absolutely imperative that you guys really get fats. So we're going to be talking about fats for a little bit. So we have to understand that there are good fats and there are bad fats. And we have to understand, well, let's say you went and bought extra virgin cold pressed olive oil. Why do you guys buy extra virgin cold pressed olive oil? Why does it say cold press?
Not cooked.
That's right. There's no heat. Why did I read?
It's behind the board.
You're so smart, Jackie.
Oh, I just saw it.
Okay, so what happens is heat takes this really good olive oil, and in the processing of it, that's why they call it extra virgin. In the process of making that oil, there was no heat. So it could never flip. But heat is the enemy that makes bad fats. So the red guy, this guy here, if you open him up, there are two isomers right here. So if you're in organic chemistry, these would be called the upper one. If God makes it, it comes from Mother Earth, it comes from land, and it's absolutely not altered in any form. We call it cis. So a fat in Mother Nature that's healthy and great for you is a cis form. Now, see that on the right-hand side of the double bonds, this hydrogen is high and the methyl group is low. Do you guys see that? Now, what happens with heat is it flips the right-hand side of the double bonds. Now, this once high hydrogen is now low, and the once low methyl group is now high. Do you see it flips? So in my world, with my patients, all my patients know when I say, are you flipping your oils? They get that. I literally mean the isomer is flipping, and what do they call that? Trans fatty acids. What do you think margarine is? Trans fatty acids. So what have we been consuming, all of our heart patients? Well, actually what they were consuming. More trans fatty acids. That's been bad. They do not want trans fatty acids. You do not want to be using margarine. And that's really been hard for our society for a long time. It's just starting to come out as a more of a hype, but this knowledge has been around for a long time. Eggs are absolutely perfect, the entire whole egg, for protein as well as cholesterol. We need cholesterol. We're born with cholesterol. Our body needs to function with it. And this is an old study. Remember like the big bodybuilders in the 70s, and they had all the cracked eggs in the gym, and it's all raw, and they would drink it? Remember that whole hype?
Yeah.
What happened with that hype is that the big, huge, gigantic football players that were just completely obese were dropping dead with, cholesterol stuff. So they went into the raw eggs. It was a study, 35 eggs a day lowered cholesterol, and they were doing it raw. Now we could do that back in the day, although I don't recommend doing raw eggs. They did that and it lowered cholesterol. 35 eggs a day lowered cholesterol. So I tell all my patients there's no reason why you can't have eggs. Eggs are brilliant. God made it absolutely perfect. Not the white and not the orange. The whole thing together as a unit is brilliant and perfect. It's the perfect fat. Just you cannot cook it at too high of a heat. Any of your oils cannot be cooked at a too high of a heat, even the processing. That's why flaxseed oil it's made cold, stored cold, shipped cold. You get sold it cold. You put it in your refrigerator at home and you consume it cold because it has zero tolerance to heat. Where other oils like a coconut and olive oil have a more higher tolerance, and that's called a smoke